Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, uh, I'm going to let you know about the field scope of archaeology. One of my viewer requests me to make a video on how the people can get better livings in the field of archaeology, and what kinds of fields he can choose, whether he is doing his master's, PhD, or DPhil or MPhil in the field of archaeology or anthropology. So, first of all, I want to let you know what is actually archaeology. Archaeology is the field of ancient remainings where you can have all the attentions to know about the past remainings, about the ancient civilizations, about the ancient buildings, which is normally called as building archaeology. Then you can study the ancient cultures, heritage, antiquities, and even though ancient religions. So it is a broader spectrum. If you see archaeology in academia or solely in the field of research concerns. So, a person who is entered into the field of archaeology, what kinds of hurdles and what kind of approaches he must have contained in his or her mind. First of all, when you have done all your education in archaeology, you can go into the field of curatorship. The first scope, which is very important, you can go into the field of curatorship. You can be a curator of any museum. You can be a curator of any field museum. You can be a curator of any site museum, or you can be a curator of any national or international museum. So your duties being a curator to look after the ancient objects, look after the ancient antiquities, ceramics, pottery, and all other remainings which you recover from the site. So, in all over the world, if you are a curator, you are giving prestige and honor, and your duties appeal the people to give you respect. Secondly, if you are archaeologist and you are searching your field, you don't go beyond academia. Even though in Pakistan there are many universities, they have started their archaeology programs, such as University of the Punjab, Lahore, Peshawar University, Sawat University, IUB, recently Islamic University of Bahawalpur also started this program. There are many other universities, in Karachi, in Hyderabad, uh, in KPK or Punjab. They are working on cultural heritage. Even though Commerce University, which is purely known as a engineering university, they have also started heritage studies program. So you can be a professor, you can be associate professor, lecturer, associate lecturer, or even field researcher when you have done all your credentials in the field of archaeology. Then you can be a good researcher. There are many fields in archaeology, such as archaeobotany, cultural expert, cultural anthropology or archaeology, building archaeology, and there are many projects started by uh, UNESCO, Gateway Foundation, and some other organizations. They have launched many projects, and the people they are well familiar with the archaeology, they are winning those projects and making their career best and strong. So you can even learn or earn if you get some projects, and you can be a renowned archaeologist, as some Egyptologist, uh, some archaeology people from Pakistan, some archaeology people from America, from China. They have even though got some higher prizes in the world. Then you can be a good researcher, you can be a good orator, you can be a good speaker in the field of archaeology. You can promote the culture heritage, you can promote the ancient people, even though you can promote your own civilization such as Indus Valley civilization, Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization, Persian civilization, and some others. Fourthly, in Pakistan, you can be a DG archaeology. You can be a head in archives. You can be a you can be a good researcher in Punjab archaeology, in in Islamabad federal archaeology. So there are many posts when you are working, being an archaeologist. So first and foremost thing, if you have attentions and curiosity about archaeology, you have to study it till PhD. It is my advice. If you just done MA or MPhil, some of the people, they are already working in the field of archaeology. It is unfortunate, but it is reality which cannot be falsified. They do not let you get your place in archaeology. So it is unfortunate, but it is bitter truth. So try to do your PhD and then enter into the field of archaeology. In my views, you would get better than the status when you just do your MA and come into the field of archaeology. Then I suggest you, uh, when you are studying archaeology, try to publish some of your manuscripts. It is very proper and very accurate advice. Whenever you publish your paper in the field of archaeology, you would have better opportunity to go into Europe and America to get postdoc and to get some projects. So this is also another scope in the field of archaeology. In Pakistan, if you are best archaeologist, even you have done PhD, you can get high post as in charge of department, as HOD of department, or as researcher, best researcher in ICOMOS, in conservation study, and some other renowned field related to the archaeology. Then another scope of archaeology is to become best tourist in the world. When you are when you are well familiar with heritage, culture heritage, there are a lot of, even though uncountable posts published, and you can get any of them. Being an archaeologist, you can be a good tourist expert, you can be a good heritage expert, you can be a good cultural advisor. So there are many posts in the world. The people who are archaeologists, they are given as a status of an ambassador, and they visit some other countries and try to get their fame, and they earn and they learn altogether. uh, Last but not least, when when you are studying archaeology, you can be a good uh, you know uh, writers. How? Because in archaeology there are many stories, there are many things, ancient things, which you can elaborate in your blogs, in your storytelling, in your research papers, in your articles, in your features published in some of the renowned newspapers. So in my views, both officially, private, and in NGOs, there are many posts in archaeology. But my only advice, please try to speak well in archaeology. Do not be hesitated. In the early days, you would get some unfavorable circumstances, but be patient and always focus to get good scholarship in the field of archaeology, and then enter as a head of department, as a in charge of department, or as an in charge of any projects. In my views, you can even though win all over the world, and you can be a renowned archaeologist. Thank you so much.